Men will admit their wrongs and apologize, but a woman can never admit that they're wrong and apologizes. Beautiful grammar to start things off. Hello Redditors of the internet, Noble Xenon here, and welcome to r/NiceGuys, part 78. Let's get started. So, I don't know what it is about the nice guys lately, but they've been writing essays lately. From a random DM I had. Women have no right to say they were traumatized by men if they pick bad men. That's my biggest problem, but unfortunately women are too emotional to see it. I could get the MAC address and your Reddit mask address in under 3 hours if you piss me off enough. But why would a nice guy do that? Because your gender refuses to acknowledge you don't like good men. One woman posted how she was 15, and how the day she turned 16, her boyfriend slept with her when she was not ready. Well, maybe she should not be with an a-hole who's that older than her. I called this lady out and was attacked. Every boxer in the world does not have the anger of a gentleman who finally stands up for himself. Remember this, m'lady. And she simply replies with, okay. This next one was found on my school's Reddit page. Subhumans meetup. I have no friends and chatting up the resident normies isn't alleviating my loneliness. There's got to be some other low-status ugly males looking to bond over shared experiences of being treated like dog crap by scum society. I was thinking about organizing a meetup where we can form some camaraderie, talking about things like how much we hate/envy the a-holes we see holding hands with beautiful girls as they walk between classes. The only rule for the meetup would be that you have to be a kissless, handholdless virgin to attend. So, incels? Would anybody be interested? Edit, just to clarify, no, I am not a glowy. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much does the movie Joker resonate with you? I think you meant to post this on r/incels, and another person just replied with the raised eyebrow emoji. This post is looking a little sus, not gonna lie. For this next one, by the way, it's your YOU_RE on r/venting. Never trust a woman, the only thing they want is money, and if you're poor, they won't give you the time of day. To hell with all you women. Damn, ever heard of punctuation? And now we go to r/not how girls work for this next one. A typical nice guy comments, no, men aren't, it's females who pick scum then become used up or single moms and decide to hate men. This is what the average female does. Females complain about double standards, but females don't have to do shit for the intimate contact. Men do all the work. So men can be called men, but women have to be called females? This next one's sending some mixed signals here, because many women, even with the flood of information out there, unfortunately still have a broken picker and go for the nice guys and bad boys instead of the good guys. Wait a minute, so you're trying to differentiate yourself from the nice guys by calling yourself a good guy? The difference is that these days fewer people are feeling bad for those women. All you can do is lead a horse to water. Hell, you can hold their head under until the last bubble comes up, but you can't make them drink. Now they are everywhere on TikTok. No, sounds to me like you're just a nice guy. Moving on. Ladies, normalize dating nice guys instead always going for the toxic abusive D-bags you ladies chase after then whine about later on social media. Ladies, don't listen to them. This next one's my old boss from years ago has had enough. He is becoming a bad boy. Don't know if there's that someone special out there for me. Began to lose all hope. Maybe if I treated women more poorly, was a bad boy. Who knows? I always seem the go-to guy to discuss these problems with all my female friends when they have had these problems for the past 25 years. Wish just one of them realized that there was a great guy who knows how to treat a lady and give all his love to her. But then again, there's that saying, nice guys finish last. I could be the poster boy for, here's to looking for, or at least hoping for that next great connection. This next one's totally a brain surgeon. Now hear me out. I'm a brain surgeon. I have a master's from a top 25 university in human surgery, so take this into account for what I'm about to say. The biological of men is much more built for that of everyday life than the females. What? I studied the human brain to become the surgeon I am today, and don't hate females. I'm a great caring man with family values, but the female brain is wired to handle and process emotions more. This combined with estrogen means that females will go for what feels good at the time. This is why the females will pick a-holes based on all the wrong factors. Men have better brains, wired for logical and determined situations. This comes from years of being the dominant gender. The men's brain has far surpassed the capabilities of a mere female. It's just a fact, and I am a surgeon, so I've had so many intimate, lustful, sensual, and amazing intimate moments with females, but there are some brutal truths that need to be accepted. What college did this guy go to? The University of Involuntary Celibates? Oh yeah, and he claims to be a doctor and father of 2 boys. I love my wife. Just want the truth to be said. And continuing the conversation, yes, my ancestors were taxi drivers back in the 1600s. Oh wait, they were using horses. That was back in the day where you could travel at 1 horsepower. What about the horses' genetics? They were driving. Aren't women statistically better drivers than men? Like my insurance is less than what a man's would be at my age. And the nice guy replies, I don't want to be rude, but this is just a fact. I am a registered brain surgeon doctor and just want to represent multiple sides of a story. Wow, that sounds interesting. Can you link the evidence? Hey, if you're enjoying this, then why not hit that like button? If you want to see more, subscribe and hit that little notification bell, and comment if you have something on your mind. And someone replies, if you were a surgeon, you would know that A, we don't know everything about the human brain, and B, neither men nor women are built more for the everyday than the other. Yeah, that one just makes no sense. Why would one sex be built more for the everyday than the other? And C, men and women can both be emotional and logical. It's society standards that make it that men don't show as much emotion as women. A lot of bottling up of emotions in men, which is quite unhealthy. With that being said, what does the brain have to do with the fact that boobs don't produce milk until the person has had a child? And the so-called surgeon replies, actually, I am a surgeon, and I would show you proof if I would not be doxxed, as everyone in my hospital can't afford to lose my work. Also, if you post any of my messages to slander me out of context on NiceGuys or any other place, I can legally sue for libel. Well, welcome to r/NiceGuys. That's not how it works, LMAO. Slander is if I said you did something without proof. Posting pics of what you said online is not slander. It's literally what you said. I know the law, female. You don't. Don't think about posting anything funny. Classic nice guy calling me a female. I wonder if your wife likes to be called that. Either way, I can post screenshots of an exchange we've had on a public forum anywhere I want. Especially if I'm not saying that you've done anything you haven't. In order to sue me, you would need to know who I was and be able to prove that I slandered you. No good lawyer would take your case. And then this dude took it to the DMs. Hey, that was really wrong and illegal of you to do, and I want you to take down that post. I'm being respectful here, but that's highly unethical. It wasn't illegal of me to post that at all. You posted on a public forum. Nice try, though. Listen, as someone who studied the human brain, I just wanted to say that there were differences between males and females. Yeah, while constantly calling the women females, yet you haven't called the men males once until now. I was not being a quote nice guy. Society treats good men like crap and allows them to be dragged through the mud, yet females are allowed to misrepresent men all the time. Oh, I do know that there's differences, LMAO, but don't you need a doctorate to be a brain surgeon, not just a master's in human surgery, whatever that means? I have both, but my hospital is in a smaller area for younger people, so I only use my master's mostly, but every day I learn about the differences between men and females. That is not how it works at all. Also, if you don't want to come off as a nice guy, don't call women females. Women don't like being called that. It's degrading, especially since you call males men. They aren't a separate species. Sorry, I was reviewing my medical notes about operations on people from different areas. Well, each area has different laws and regulations for their hospitals. I get it. Beings with estrogen are what you are. I was just giving my general observations of the woman's. I had no reason to be posted online. Somehow I doubt you're actually a doctor. This next one is titled The Second Message He Replied To. I basically said, at least you're not a nice guy. Complain about their crappy choices in men to me on a monthly basis. It's okay to be a cuck buddy, but there's no reason to have female friends. Shrugging emoji. I need a life partner, not someone who will, and it gets cut off. It is real, but at the same time, having friends of the opposite gender is pointless. I don't need more friends. I need a partner. Of course, you only think women are good for one thing. For this next one, at least there is some sense of self-awareness here. Can't say so much about other nice guys. So what should these desperate men do? You know that a minority of men get all the women, a majority of them get nothing. LOL, if they're getting rejected when there are billions of women, there's definitely something wrong with them. Maybe it's your personality. LOL, it's a proven fact. Most men get nothing. Personality? How does gangsters have wives, girlfriends? How do hottest men with crappy personalities getting laid? Bro, if women are choosing criminals over you, I know which person to doubt. Cool, back to my hole. Can I be super honest? Yeah, sure. I'm 100% sure there's nothing wrong with you physically, it's just that your attitude sucks. You might get offended, but you sound like an incel, and that's just not attractive at all. I know. Oh, back to that inceldom. F me. Just take a break from social media for a while, and just do what you love. Yeah, thanks, we'll try to do that. I don't hate or blame women though, and criminals are chosen because of their massive confidence. As you mentioned me as a nice guy, nice guys are put at the bottom of the stack. r/NiceGuys. You still have time to get out of that nice guys mentality. For this next one, female count 26. Why do women dislike nice guys? Listen, I'm not here to complain or bash human females. I'm different from the other ones. I will simply say 5 things wrong with a modern human female with my observations of a chivalry-having man. 1. Females go for the a-holes. Something about not being a good, caring, loyal, and humble guy excites females. Females are always giving a-holes the time of day, instead of guys who have earned that female's attention through good actions. 2. Females reward bad behavior. Notice how you never see any friggin' criminals say they can't get females, but you notice all the nice guys complain. 3. Females don't take accountability for their actions. If a female dates an a-hole, she would not try to marry a good guy after. A nice, virtuous, and caring man does not deserve a female who would never give him the chance. 4. Females attack men all the time and get famous but can't take criticism. They're like capybaras who attack a village in Europe. They're not even native to Europe, but okay. 5. Females claim to be the smartest things in this planet, but then they say all men are the same or men can be jerks. No, female, you picked wrong. Now, it can't be said that I won't provide solutions, as I have 5 kinds of guys that can fix a female's problems if they hear me out. Let's see what this gentleman has to say. 1. The gentleman is a guy who understands females perfectly, has nothing but understanding and compassion for females, but understands they need help, for they aren't fierce for combat like men, and will treat them with the care. However, feminism has taught females to rebel against this, and drag the emotions of gentlemen into a supermassive black hole. 2. The traditional man, this is the kind of guy that's similar to the gentleman but wants his female to stay at home to raise the children. A key difference between the traditional man and the gentleman will be more likely to want multiple females. 3. The nerdy caring guy. This guy will always have the box set to your favorite anime show. On top of this, they know everything about the latest chapter releases, just like the sports a-holes you females love but not violent idiots. 4. The creative artist. This guy is also like the nerdy caring guy, but requires and is more deserving of the female sexual energy. See, this kind of guy deserves to get laid. So much more, because the act in itself can inspire a beautiful artistic burst. Nobody can be reached their full potential here without getting laid, that it should be deserved if females were empathetic, but I digress. What? 5. The visionary. These are the nice and respectable nice guys with potential in things like business and leaders in general, however without a female they can't do it. I'll give an example. Most here are American, so I think if the guy on the $100 bills could have become the US president without a female. Ben Franklin was never president of the United States. Now again, I'm a good guy. I don't hate females, just wanted to provide insight to help the world. Again, I'm also incredibly smart, and this needs to be said. Sounds like you missed a couple, but yep, these nice guys just call loving women females. This next one is creepy, cause this dude made a kill list of women with names, dates, and addresses, then reveals he's in love with them. What? Happy International Women's Day to your beautiful, gorgeous self, heart. And since it's International Women's Day, I'm gonna admit I'm low-key in love with you, and have been for the best year. I was just using someone to get closer to you. Who is this? I would lie, but I don't do that anymore. Bro, I'm so done with this stuff. Screw off. I don't literally live in this place. I'm literally in this other place. LOL, I see why your dad left and did what he did to you now. Now I see why these 2 people stopped being friends with you, LOL. Your mom should have swallowed you. I see why your boyfriend cheated on you now. I would have too, LOL. Somehow this decent guy trademark fails to find the one thing all the women he's dated have in common. Maybe it was the fact that they all dated a guy who compared them to wounded animals? I remember my dating days. I was often the first decent guy most women dated. I can say with clarity that none of these relationships worked out, laughing emoji. I had to find a woman who had dated good men in the past. I stopped scooping up birds with broken wings. This next one politely and honestly said I have a boyfriend, his boss's son, lol. The truck is finally fixed, the catalytic converters were effed up, so were the oxygen sensors. Oh gotcha, that's good to hear that you're not stuck, at least if nothing else to get to the store quickly, lol. So good luck with your life, bye, shaking my friggin' head. Could have just been honest, but no, you decided deception was better. Wow, just friggin' wow. You're a friggin' lol what? I was very clear, like very clear. And then at 3 a.m., you send me this? For no reason? Frickin' A, dude. I'm gonna blame tequila on that one. And now we have what can only be known as the pseudo-boyfriend position. Also known as friends to the rest of us. A guy had a tantrum about blocking his friend after she turned him down, and he didn't understand how she could be upset when he's the victim of her cruelty. The guy who responded to him was even worse somehow. Here we go. This is a wonderful post. The final sentences say it all. Please take note, you young women. If he asks to be your boyfriend and you reject him, then you risk losing him completely. Many decent lads get overlooked as friends only. Is it any wonder some girls get what they deserve? If a good young man comes into your life, who you really value as a friend, then why not take it to that next step? At least give it a try. I'm absolutely certain that if more young men were prepared to walk away from being friends only, then they'd probably get the girl they truly love. And then someone else replies, just like men can't control their feelings, women can't either. What if I simply don't feel anything romantic for him? What do you mean by try? It's not like clothes that you'll feel better about by just trying it out. If I see someone as a friend and that other person has given me only that impression, I'm in no way obliged to date him or have any romantic relationship with me, and that is facts. But of course, we have a nice guy reply. You let him go. You are not entitled to his friendship, just like he is not entitled to a relationship with you. I mean, that is fair enough. No one's entitled to anything. That's the risk we take when we seek a relationship. We will lose that person. I suspect you are young and haven't experienced as much as other people. Just because you offer a pseudo-boyfriend position called let's just be friends does not mean his feelings instantly change. He has every right to say no thanks, I want a relationship. Being just friends, he will be hurt more. Why is this so difficult to understand? If you met a man you had romantic feelings for, would you want to hear about how great his date was? Would you want to be the person he calls or texts when he is bored and lonely because his girlfriend is working? Do you want to be the 3 a.m. call after some argument or she slept around on him? Think about that. No, his feelings don't magically change when you say let's just be friends. Well, if you're just gonna walk away, then goodbye then. For this next one, woe is me. Just another nice guy, trying to be a good guy. Not well, but I can fake it. I'm pretty much a jack of all trades creatively, just wish I was better at some things, haha. Think I'll be getting ready to head off to work soon. I make folks nervous in my neighborhood. It looks an undecipherable mess for a couple months and then boom, it's done. Well, I've shared and I'm getting that you're not so impressed. So take care. That's always fun to share with people that always know way more than I do, or just don't give you much, and it becomes a competition in their end. Be well. A typical stuff. A waste of my time. Your response certainly confuses me, I'll say that. I start at 9 here. I think you assume too much if I'm being blunt. I hate insecure people in their 20s that don't have a friggin' clue, but they've been told they're special and they really aren't. They are just full of tattoos and BS and they never fet any rhubarb accomplished. What? And give nobody else credit because it's not about them. Sad. What's the point of even meeting anyone, especially here? You're all worse than queens from Seattle. It's quite laughable. I love it when I invite 5E people that didn't know a friggin' thing about me and just start speaking to me like I'm an idiot. I think it's the hit dry weather everyone's brain is fried. You're saying other people's brains are fried when you're typing like that. If you're calling me insecure, I'll have a laugh at that, sir. Now I have to get working now. Have a good night. I have bills to pay and they certainly don't pay themselves. Giving a guy like you any attention is a big mistake. You probably still live at home, at 28, and you're probably older than that. When someone speaks about goth, I just remember art school tragedies from the 90s and their warped sense of themselves. I don't know who you're trying to impress here, but if it's your ego, you're doing a good job. If it's me, You give me a good reason to laugh at the end of my shift. Such drama for someone who doesn't like drama, I say. It was a fad. You missed it. Wasting my time with another narcissistic bee who's everything but drives takeout taxi or some BS. I love that. Screw off. Me. Boring. Your name should be Mimi Goth Bee. Tattoo that. Didn't want to interrupt your vacuum chamber of knowledge. You don't even know anything and perform even less, and you could give 2 Fs about anything I would share. Wonder your mirrors. Windex them. I know you were a fraud and a fake bee. I just wanted to see how ling I could go before seeing just how cold cutter you could be. I can't stand any of you broke idiots. I want to say I wasted my time after what you just said, but you're really chalking up to be quite the interest now. It's not every day I meet someone who is this narcissistic and that they have to make assumptions and try to put down others to feel better about themselves. You're an escort. Put yourself out there and do something besides being an armchair expert. The world revolves around you, correct? No time to maybe learn anything or give anyone credit? Shut the hell up until you're 40. Bye, kumquat. You're all the same fraudulent excuse for a person out there. Lame as hell. Haha, why? Are you mad? Getting talked to by someone who presumably is still living at home and obviously must be older than 28? Hey, wait, what if I am 40? Does that mean I can talk to you? Not mad, just see what you respond with and it's crap. Go curl your eyelashes, or dye something blue to match the veins under your eyes. LOL, well glad I got to know you, the real you. Have a good night. The real me is a good guy. The real you is someone who would always think he was above all else in every situation, and that's something I despise. Grow and stop being so stuck on yourself, and stop being such an insecure bee. LOL. Holy shit, and after all that you still call yourself a good guy? And now, things I've noticed, nice guy edition. Yes, edition as in adding. The guy who is always attracted to women in situations that need fixing. The guy who has trouble asking for or accepting help from others. The guy who is filled with resentment because he never speaks up. The guy who has trouble setting boundaries and saying no to others. The guy who still supports someone who cheated on him. The guy who has so much potential and talent but can't seem to live up to it. Comment king if you relate. Book a one-on-one with me in the bio if you're ready to change. Hashtag King's Community, hashtag Men's Mental Health. And for this last one, this guy does this after every breakup I go through. Every single one. Don't worry, I won't mess with your relationship, and it'll probably cost me your friendship, but I needed to let you know. You know that I've always had a thing for you. To me, you're perfect. You're everything I've ever wanted. Maybe it's because I can't have you that I want you even more. How can I not? You have a good heart, good intentions, you're funny, and that's what's most important. Not only that, you have a smile that drives me wild. You're so sexy that just thinking about you makes my heart race, and I can't contain myself. I just want to caress every single inch of your body and hold it against mine. You are truly special. As I said, I won't intervene with any of your relationships. As long as you're happy and don't feel obligated to reply, I truly respect your relationship. I just couldn't help it anymore. Well, I appreciate your honesty. I've always valued our friendship. Look, I didn't want to make anything weird. I won't make it awkward and act like I said nothing. If you need anything at all, you got my number. Well, I definitely appreciate it. I'm always here if you need anyone to talk to. I mean, let's be real here. Does he really respect your relationship if he's sending you messages like that? Anyway, I'd like to thank all of my wonderful patrons, especially a jury of jubilantly juggling Jerry's, Bacon Cat, Catalan, Cormetti, Nightcrawler, Spoonie the Rogue, and Vengemans. You can join in a link below, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. If you have something interesting to say, don't forget to comment. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. See you guys next time.